All right, guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon, and we're going to dip back in on the situation with actor Ray Fisher and the drama surrounding his exit from Warner Brothers, from Justice League. Now, Ray Fisher is the actor who played Cyborg in the Justice League movie. He's been very vocal about what he believes is mistreatment on the set of Justice League. And, there was an investigation that was initiated. They said they didn't find anything. He's like, that's bogus. Things were really bad. He's had some of his other co-stars support him, and now it just looks like it's going nowhere. He's not happy. I guess he got pushed out. I don't know what the hell is going on over there, but he's actually accused the head of Warner Brothers of being the worst kind of enabler after an investigation that turned up nothing. A lot of people think he was doing it for attention to boost his career. Other people are like, nah, hear the guy out. He was on the level. But I don't know how this is going to work out for him long term, because when you've got the head of Warner Brothers, who is, they're pretty progressive over there. Let's just say what it is. They're progressive over at Warner Brothers, and coming out and saying he's kind of full of it. It's not a good look, but it turns out that Geoff Johns is still on at Warner Media, despite claims by Justice League's Ray Fisher. So apparently he lied about that? I don't know. We're going to read. This coming from Gamespot, which is, for whatever reason, is covering this. They're covering Justice League. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 168,000 subs, hoping for 169 soon, then 170, and then 200. Your support's been appreciated. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on this because, frankly, I'm tired of it. But I thought this was interesting because I was under the impression that Geoff Johns, famed comic book writer Geoff Johns, was out the door at Warner, but apparently he isn't. So here we go. Geoff Johns is still on at Warner Media despite claims by Justice League's Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher continues to speak out about his experience with Warner Media and has claimed that Geoff Johns will leave the organization. Warner Media confirms Johns is still on board. Ray Fisher, known for his roles as Cyborg in 2017's Justice League and in the upcoming HBO Max miniseries now, Zack Snyder's Justice League, i.e. the Snyder Cut, has been at odds with Warner Media for over a year now, following his experience while filming Justice League with replacement director Joss Whedon. Fisher claimed on Thursday in a Twitter thread that longtime DC mastermind and Warner Media executive Geoff Johns would be leaving as part of a recently announced remedial action. Fisher has lobbed accusations at Warner Media itself, director Joss Whedon, executives Geoff Johns, John Berg, and most recently DC Films president Walter Hamada. Basically, he's made sure he burned every available bridge to him at Warner. And I can almost guarantee that other executives from other studios are watching this situation being like, hell no, don't hire this guy. Just before the new year, Fisher called Hamada the most dangerous kind of enabler and suggested that Hamada attempted to undermine the investigation into Fisher's Justice League accusations. Fisher ended the tweet saying that he would not participate in any production associated with Hamada. The latest accusations come in the wake of a now edited article from The Wrap, which stated that the cameo for Fisher's character, Cyborg, was to be cut from the script of the long gestating Flash film. So they're talking about pulling him from Flash, and that the character would not be recast. In the piece, The Wrap characterized Fisher as having resigned from the role. Fisher took issue with the description of the situation. I strongly suggest that The Wrap amend this article immediately. While I appreciate the reporter's undying desire to do Warner Brothers Pictures and Walter Hamada's bidding, it is factually inaccurate. I did not step down from anything. Well, they might have made you step down there, Ray. They might have decided that you were not worth the hassle. And I'm not saying people shouldn't speak out, but they did an investigation. And he just continues to go on Twitter and be like, I hate these people. I hate Warner Media, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. There are going to be reactions to that. People are going to make decisions regarding your future employment based on that. If there's a disagreement and we do what we need to do, and he doesn't agree with the results, are we going to be blasted on Twitter for it? If you bring him into a picture and he's not happy with the way things are going, are you going to be put on blast? I don't know. So if Warner Brothers Pictures has made the decision to remove me from The Flash rather than address in any way Walter Hamada tampering with the JL investigation, that's on them. The idea of removing the role rather than recasting it is only being used to try to avoid public backlash. Fisher continued to rail at Warner Brothers before doubling down on his previous claim that Joss Whedon left his HBO series The Nevers as a direct result of the Warner Media Justice League investigation. Yeah, we heard that Joss Whedon was basically fired before he even started from another show at HBO. It sounds to me like Warner Media at this point, since they're freaking out trying to make as much money as they possibly can, so AT&T doesn't cut them, they're just getting rid of troublemakers. Regardless of whether or not they have legit, concerns, they're just getting rid of people. They don't want to deal with it. Fisher then added that Geoff Johns will be following suit. In addition to his accusation of Whedon's gross, abusive, unprofessional behavior, Fisher also accused Johns of racist behavior last October. Variety reports that Johns has multiple projects in progress at Warner Media and remains working with the company, and states that multiple sources were able to confirm the information. Johns continues his work as the showrunner on Stargirl and as an executive producer on Doom Patrol, Batwoman, Titans, and Superman and Lois. Oops. Walter Hamada recently renewed his contract with Warner Media to continue in his role as DC Films president, just a week after announcing Warner Media's ambitious plan to release 6 DC films a year. None of them will be Cyborg, with 4 aimed at theatrical releases and 2 for release exclusively on HBO Max. That didn't work out very well, did it? It really didn't. What are the commenters saying? We've long grown tired of him swearing bad stuff happened, but refusing to actually detail anything and being overly evasive anytime someone asks for it. Yeah, show us the receipts. You're not Cyborg. Your protests mean nothing when you say it's him or me and he's the boss. Guess what? It's him. That is true. Even if you're right, you're still wrong. I mean, that's just the way it works. You're not going to continue to be employed when you openly slander your employer on social media. Maybe trying to weaponize the social media mob, but even then, he would have to release some details. I'm guessing there's an NDA in play, or at the very least, Ray knows he has a weak case and doesn't want to risk a libel defamation suit. When the story behind the movie is more interesting than the movie itself. We have no idea what gross, abusive, or unprofessional means. That's true. I don't even know. I've been covering this off and on. It kind of bores me, but I don't even know what the actual accusations were. Did Geoff Johns touch your pee-pee? Did Joss Whedon make you dance naked on a table? I mean, what happened? We don't know. Just, it was unprofessional. Maybe they were grumpy. I don't understand what that means. You need to give specific examples. I want to know exactly what happened. I keep opening these articles to see if there's any new details, but it's the same 3 words over and over again with no context. Will we ever really know what happened to make Fisher feel this upset? I don't think anyone other than Momoa has stepped up to support him, and even then his support was passive. Smart dude knows that even if things were super bad, it's better not to piss off the guy writing your check. Well, that's true. If Jason Momoa threw in, there's no Aquaman 3. At that point, they're already doing 2, but he might not get a 3rd Aquaman, who knows? I feel for Fisher, though. It's going to be next to impossible for him to continue a profitable career in this industry because he'll be looked at as a threat to studios regardless of the outcome. That is the problem. That's why people, a lot of times don't speak out. Because if you say anything, you're going to get blacklisted. But in this case, if there's legit proof, that's awesome. Come forward with it, whatever. I haven't seen it. And there was an investigation and it turned up nothing. And now he's still going off on social media. At that point, just be like, I'm not coming back for any more Justice League stuff. I mean, frankly, we've already got another Cyborg on Doom Patrol. So I really don't need Ray Fisher. I'm just saying, I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.